if it does, I'm just like letting you know now. But
No problem, no problem.
what SR are you, by the way?
2343. 2343.
Okay, so mid to high gold ish.
Yeah, mid to high gold. Yeah, something like
It's
that.
not too bad. That shouldn't be awful. So Paradox, you're the Anna. First things first, I'm not gonna lie. This is just like a personal preference thing, but I really don't like the gun on the skin. I feel like it takes up too much space. Like it
So
actually
true.
takes up too much space on the screen. Like it's really nice, especially when it's in gold. But it's like in terms of practicality, I would not recommend. Typically, okay. Let's see your comp. All right, let's see your comp versus their comp. Since you have a Baptiste, and we also have an Echo. In my opinion, I would personally play the Mercy here instead of the Anna, just because like Bap and Anna. Well, if you're on Anna, it pretty much means that you can afford to be more aggressive and DPS out simply because you do have the BAP. But like Echo is pretty not useless, but Echo is a lot better with a Mercy pocket. Um,
Okay.
yeah, a bit like Farah, you know. If you're running Farah, you're gonna want the Mercy as well. But so you have Reinhardt, Azaria, a Soldier, an Echo, a Bap, and an Anna, and they have a double shield. So Reinhardt, Sigma, Baptiste, Anna. They have Bap Anna as well. That's interesting. Ash and Junk. Their comp is very split in terms of like poke. If you don't understand something that I say as well, ask me to explain it. But
Okay, no problem.
they can play slow because they have a Sigma, they have a Junkrat, and they have an Ash and just poke you out, deal damage from afar. We can also do the same because we have a Soldier and an Echo. Like neither team comp is ideal. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like half poke and half brawl. Obviously Reinhardt doesn't really want to be keeping distance, so like both comps are pretty funky in that sense. We have more brawl potential though, so we're gonna have to try and I don't even know if that's true though. I don't know. It's gonna be a very even game in terms of comps because they're both as bad as each other. I'm not going to lie. That's not anything to do with your fault. It's just like in gold, you can't really expect people to know meta and play actual comps. So, um, first things first, there are plenty places you can set up as Anna here. I wouldn't recommend the low ground on cart here. I would probably, if you're setting up on the cart, you might as well be setting up on the high ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Um,
probably should be setting up right there.
you should be setting up here if you are planning to set up on the cart. So you have line of sight of your Reinhardt either wall. You won't have line of sight of your Reinhardt if he is standing directly at choke. If you want to get line of sight of your Reinhardt standing at choke, you'll set up here, okay?
Okay.
Because you
Okay, fair
can,
enough.
yeah, you can see him from here on the Anna. And if worse comes to worse, they push through, we can back up. We'll still have line of sight of the Reinhardt here, okay?
Okay.
And that also means that you can go straight to the high ground. So when they're on point, you'll be on the high ground. Um, you shouldn't really have to worry about the Sigma, the Reinhardt. Um, if you're set up on this high ground here, you shouldn't really have to worry about them. Even the Junkrat's projectiles are very slow. You can probably like avoid him or jump down if he tries pressuring you. And if he tries jumping up, like his mines don't really propel him far enough to go from here to here. You should have enough time to get out. What you really need to be worried about is the Ash, potentially the Baptiste, even though he probably won't be able to hit shots consistently at this elo, realistically. And the Anna. So the Ash and the Anna are your only like real threats if you were to set up on the high ground. Yeah, that's basically what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. But yeah, like
Okay.
I said, if you want to set up on the low ground, set here. If you want to set up on the high ground, set up there, and everything should be good. I'm gonna let this play now because it has.
Okay, no problem.
I have been in it for a while, but yeah.
There's nothing I haven't seen before. Stick together. We will complete our mission.
Might as well heal him up, yeah.
Might as well.
Might as well. I don't know if you know this, but there's a tactic where people damage themselves, and as soon as they take damage from the enemy team, then all of the ult charge then counts towards you. Like, do you know? How do I explain this? So if you were to damage yourself with Soldier, like Soldier Helix rockets himself, the second like if you were to heal him up, you won't get any ult charge because he did that damage to himself. But the second that he is damaged by an enemy, and you heal him up, it counts. It completely all goes towards your ult charge. But I wouldn't expect people to be doing that, to be honest. It's very uncommon.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just a bit of tech for you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think I got a little too close. But
Yeah,
we'll
perfect. I was gonna say that. You can afford to step. You have a sniper. Good attempt at a nade. That was a really good attempt at a nade. I like that. You should be calling for your heals. That's not really your fault. You could be saying it in voice chat. Again, that was down to a lack of awareness of your Baptiste. I'm not going to lie. Your Baptiste kind of threw there. Oh, and your Soldier as well. Your Soldier could have healed you up. If you were 80 HP though, I wouldn't go for an aggressive grenade, especially since your Baptiste wasn't turning around to heal you. I would have healed myself. And that's why setting up on the high ground is good. You wouldn't be getting the Junkrat spam. You'll be in line of sight of those guys there. And if you are damaged to an extent, you can always drop down to the mini. Maybe get a few shots off of here and then go back to the high ground when it's perfectly safe. But
okay.
You just got spammed out. That's really unlucky. Your Baptiste played badly, your Soldier played badly, and they've just pushed through, really. I was gonna say they have a lot more damage, but I don't think that's necessarily true. Obviously, they have the Junkrat, but you have an Echo. Soldier's quite consistent when it comes to damage, the same way Ashe is. But in very, very long fights, if the fight goes on for a long time and Zarya stays alive, then she'll be doing the most damage out of everyone here. So, again, the damage is pretty close. The team comps are very, very even. I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. That was way too high, but, you know, you might as well. You might as well.
Might as well, yeah.
People are coming on. There's no point in recontesting this. There's no point in recontesting it, yeah. So, a higher level team, like, a higher level team will know that that was lost. Nice. Can you get back? Your Reinhardt did well there. Yeah, a higher level team would know that that was lost and not even bother to get on, because you kind of fed a tiny bit, but not all that much. Your Zarya is kind of throwing here as well. You can be keeping distance a lot more. And yeah, by this time, I would be very, very aware that the Baptiste is not going to heal you. So try... It's a shame. Aggressive grenades are a lot better. But the fact you might actually have to keep your grenades to heal yourself, because the Baptiste is not doing all that well. If I was you here, and you want to stay on the low ground, I would probably be playing all the way up here. You don't use just so you can spam your tank with the heals. Like as an Ana, you do only really need to focus your heals, but with an Ana BAP, it's also technically your job to heal the Echo, even though it's going to be very, very difficult. And that's why it's a lot easier to just have a Mercy here.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you were to play back here, it'd be perfect. You won't be taking any damage. Like the most important part of Overwatch is not taking any damage. You're getting picks though. Yeah. You don't always need to aim down. Good nade. Yeah, I would aim down if you're shooting at your Echo just because it's hit scan. Okay, they're popping ults that they don't have to pop. If we kill Sigma here, that was good team play from your team. It was fairly decent. You don't need to get any closer. You can literally stay back. Like sometimes when a team fight ends, you know, you try and reposition, but nah, like you actually don't need to be playing any further back. I mean, you don't need to be playing this far forward again. You don't need to come up. Like you could still be all the way back there.
Yeah, all the way back there. Okay. Also, You like my aim so far? Is it good?
It's not bad. Definitely, like you're not missing shots. Like you're not missing easy shots. Or I haven't seen anything that made me think, oh, you should be hitting that. Like your aim isn't bad. The maybe I was thinking like, not I wouldn't say learn, but focus more on when I
Aware.
should aim down and when I shouldn't aim down. Because you know the like bullet types are different when you aim down. It's
Yeah,
completely
yeah,
hit
yeah.
scan if you aim down. Yeah, okay. Um,
Okay.
Typically when they're like right in front of your face, you can pretty much just not aim down. Like the time it takes to aim down will be slower in the end than the bullet just hitting from not aiming down. Do you know what I mean?
Y- Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because yeah, I get you.
So at long ranges, aim down because the hit scan and it ends up being faster. But like close range, there's no need. I actually really struggle to hit like non-hit scan bullets on Anna. I find it really difficult, but that's a good nade on yourself. That was a good nano as well, by the way. You don't. Okay, right. That's the first big mistake. Um, the biggest mistake here is you never want to stand in front of window. Okay, like
Okay, okay.
even you have a window up, so you would be getting more value from standing behind their window. But you're like standing in the middle of the two. This is like the worst possible position you want to be in. Like the second you see they pop window, I would probably hide around the side. But the thing is, your Ryan Hart also doesn't realize that he shouldn't be peeking window. So the best route to take would probably be up here and then on your Ryan Hart, because at least then you're not in front of the window and they're not doing double damage to you.
Okay.
But yeah, you never want to be standing in front of a window, especially with their comp. If you look at every single person on their comp, like they'll like Ash one shots you, Junkrat one shots you, Zen like two shots you, Sigma can like hit you with one click of primary fire, Baptiste can one burst you, and a fire strike can one hit you. So you really do not want to be standing in front of a window. The fights should be won. It should be won. It should be won. Um, Now you have no heals. You have to back up. You have to sacrifice point here. The tanks can't be standing there. That's not your fault, obviously, but like the tank should know to back up and just sacrifice point.
Yeah. Well, the other team's just not going in for some reason. I don't know
Yeah,
why. Oh,
that's very
this was.
unlucky. You don't want to go down here. You want to go up the bridge, or here's not bad. Up the bridge would have been a bit better.
What do I do against that
Grenade
D.Va? Do
yourself.
I just?
Oh, sorry. Against the D.Va. Well, did you say what do you do against the D.Va?
Yeah, like what do I do there when the D.Va was attacking me on the bridge? Like, should I just fight him or should I just drop
You
down?
do not win the fight against a D.Va. What you did was right, but she DM'd it. So she defense matrixed it. So you went for the sleep. What you should literally do is sleep it and just try and get away, get to a safer place. Like, leave her asleep, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
What you did wasn't bad, but she defense matrixed it. So you might want to put a couple bullets into her, bait her defense matrix, wait until it drops. Like, there's a 1 or 2 second period of time after the defense matrix goes down that she can't put it back up again. So you need to, at that point it becomes like a battle of trying to bait abilities. She'll be trying to wait until you pop your sleep, and you need to try and wait until she pops her defense matrix. Like the one-on-one against a D.Va is it's in the D.Va's favor. I'm not going to lie, but it is very possible to sleep that D.Va and bait out the defense matrix and get away to safety. You had the right idea basically, but the D.Va kind of played it well. Let's say.
By the way, really quick question. By the way,
Yeah.
this is relevant to Overwatch, but
Mhm.
um, would you say, okay, so would you say being like getting to GM like, would you say that's like impossible for a gold player like right now?
No, I wouldn't say that to be honest. Solely based on the fact that well, I only have a 3.8k peak, so I've never actually typically like technically hit GM, but I started in silver, so I went from silver to high masters
Wow,
in
that's sick.
yeah. I have the person that coaches me. I actually get coaching by a 4K main tank player. He actually started in bronze and he's 4K. He's probably been
Wow.
playing for a good few years, but if you invest hours, like it's actually not impossible. Like if you were to ask, I look back at some of my teammates career profiles and I see, oh, this guy started in gold. Every single GM player, like the majority of GM players started in bronze, silver, gold, and you're borderline plat. So I definitely wouldn't say it's impossible. I'm
Funny
still,
story.
yeah.
I actually was originally not bronze, a silver in 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 support,
Okay.
and I was once a bronze in tank, and I reached plat in tank. So it's like, you know.
Hmm. It's not it's definitely not impossible. Everyone climbs at different paces, really. Like with SR, you have to view it as a changeable thing. Like I'm I say okay, I was 3.8 when I started coaching. I started coaching GMs. Like I know that I'm good at the game, but all of my accounts, every single one of my accounts are currently like low mid diamond. And it's just like it doesn't really bum me out right now because I know that I can get back there eventually. I'll just have to keep the grind going up. You know what I mean? Like I just need to keep grinding and it will get there eventually. So that's what I say whenever I go down as well. If I go down SR, like it's just a changeable thing. It can just as easily go up.
Okay,
But
that's fair. All right,
um,
let's.
yeah, that's all I have to say on that. But yeah,
Oh,
just reset.
that's a hard reset right there.
Yeah.
I just got screwed up. Our entire team just like died altogether, and then I went Moira here.
Wait a
Um,
sec. What was your? I wouldn't. I wouldn't switch at 60% ult for a nano boost because you'll probably get it not next fight, maybe midway through next fight, but you'll definitely have it in 2 fights time.
okay.
So just be careful when you're switching character. Just make sure like if it's below 40%, then fine. But yeah, in this situation, like I said, the switch to Mercy was probably the be it would probably be better. Even Zenyatta is very, very viable with Baptiste and Echo. But yeah, like Zenyatta, Mercy, or Lucio even. I would say, well, are the best picks here. But
Okay.
if you don't know why, like Zenyatta can obviously heal the Echo and can heal the Genji behind walls for like 3 seconds before the line of sight breaks. Lucio is very, very good with Reinhardt. Obviously, the speed in and speed out. That might actually like help your Reinhardt know when to go forward and push because he seems to have an issue with that. And who else did I say? Oh, Mercy, obviously because Pocket in Echo. But yeah, see that's bad. I really don't know why our Echo is playing Echo, but that was a good heal orb. Like, I don't think that was awful because that fight was probably lost. Like, maybe try and move around a bit more on point, fade a bit further away, just try and stay alive for longer. But the fact that you threw a heal orb and not like a damage orb is a good thing, you know, to be healing. Like, trying to sustain your team for as long as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, yeah, because you don't want to be selfish and try to get kills. You want to
Yeah.
be selfless and get
Alright,
kill
you don't
team.
want to peek that window because people die when you peek windows. Oh my, that was very lucky. You kind of mistimed the fade there, you know, but you managed to get
Yeah,
into that corner.
I got super lucky
So,
there.
so lucky. I would pop a coalescence here. Nice heal. Um, you know
Yeah, I
what?
probably should have popped it.
Yeah, definitely. You should have popped it a bit earlier. It's good that you threw an orb before you pop. You don't want to ever challenge. Oh, people are low. Okay, that wasn't a bad call. That wasn't a bad call. If people are low, honestly, just DPS out. Like, I, you have spawn, you have a faster spawn. If your teammates die, it's not as bad. Like, if you're popping coalescence and people are low, then just go for the damage because if they die, then we'll be in favor. Even if we make a trade, if you die and one of them die, you'll spawn back and you'll be in the fight a lot faster than they will be. Because their spawn's all the way back there, and our spawn's just literally here. But if people
Yeah.
are low, you don't need to prioritize heals at all. Um,
Okay.
yeah, you can actually just DPS out on Moira, but your play was quite intelligent. Like when the Bob was here and you were hiding behind the corner, like I can understand the thought process. I can see that you're trying to survive, which is good. But yeah, an earlier coalescence would be good, but your coalescence didn't end up being awful. I don't know why you're AFK while someone's crit right now.
Oh, right, right. My I think my internet was screwy right here.
Oh, okay. Don't fade into a fight. Don't fade to engage. Someone's on point.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what I mean when I say the game was screwy. Someone was behind the point, like, it was just so messy. What do we do there? Like, was that the team's fault or was that my fault? Like, what do you think?
Um, C9s are kind of weird. Like, it happens. It happens even in Grandmaster. Like, it happens in top 500. It happens in top 100 games. The awareness, maybe. Like, it could be as easy as anybody in your team realizing one's on cart. But you faded forward and someone hopped on cart, which meant that you would have to run back. That's why you don't fade forward. If you walk forward, you probably would have seen the Junkrat. Maybe would have seen the Junkrat. But at least if someone's on point, then you could fade backwards and then contest the point. I wouldn't say
Oh,
it's
okay.
anyone's fault. Um, is that shouldn't be happening. You need to try your best for that not to happen, but it's very hard to avoid. It was good play from the Junkrat. Don't get me wrong. It was good play from the Junkrat, but you gotta try to avoid that.
Yeah, I gotta be better there. I can't have that happen.
They've gone double shielded. So now they've gone a defensive double shield, and their comp's actually pretty good. Um, oh my god. Um, I wouldn't pick the same healer that the person he was, like unless Maple said you can go back, I wouldn't pick the healer of the person that they were playing before. Do you know what I mean? Do you like Maple was on BAP and now you've taken BAP off of them. Like they could be a Baptiste one trick, or they might think that you're insulting their gameplay and locking in BAP because they were bad. Like so that's the only reason why I personally wouldn't do it. Our team comp is fine. If we were had to have different DPS, if we were to have a McCree, a May, a Reaper, any of that, then it would be good. Like a Genji can work in a Brawl comp because what we have here is a good Brawl comp, other than the DPS. Like Reinhardt, Diva, Lucio, Baptiste is perfect. That gets right top 500 games. But yeah, the DPS is a bit different. Genji can work in a Brawl comp, perhaps, potentially, but the Echo definitely can't because she doesn't have a Mercy. Their team comp of Orisa, Sigma, Ash, Junkrat, Baptiste, Brig. It's a double shield poke comp, so they'll be trying to poke us out, like play slowly, back up, keep distance, everything. If they were to play it properly, right? Um,
Yeah.
this isn't the standard double shield poke. Like usually instead of a Brig, there will be a Zen, and instead of a Junkrat, there would be like a McCree or and something pokey, anything like that. But it's definitely a variation that works. Their team comp is a lot better here. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely a variation that works. The Brig pick might even be better because we have a Genji. So it's going to be very, very hard to brawl into this. Very, very difficult. But you never know. Even the thing about mid gold, people may know comps. If they know comps and they run comps, then that's one thing. Like, you need to think that there are different ways to play comps. So, like, even if all the characters are correct, they might not play it correctly. And double shield poke is a very, very difficult comp to play. You have to keep your distance. You have to run away. People in gold will never run away from a fight. Like, people in gold will never run away from a fight. So that's one thing. Like, they won't be playing the comp properly, but it's a very difficult comp to counter if they play it well. You'll probably see. I don't know. I'm guessing. Oh, okay. Now that we have the Winston, you should go Anna.
I should go Ana. When there's a Winston, I should go
When
Ana.
there's a Winston on our team, we should go Anna because imagine hitting shots on the Winston. It's obviously going to be a lot easier on Anna than it is on Baptiste. Because Baptiste, it has time to project. It has like fall offs. It loops. The projectiles loop. You actually have to aim and predict where our Winston's gonna jump in order to hit shots. So we should be running.
Okay.
If we get Anna here, then we actually have quite a good dive comp. But yeah, in this situation, you should have switched to Anna.
Okay.
We would have struggled less if we were to have a Reinhardt, I think, just solely because of the heals. That Lucio death was not your fault. You can't out-heal that. You physically can't out-heal. You can't out-heal that either. Just try and make sure you're getting direct hits with Baptiste. And not, like, just aiming for splash damage heals.
I tried again, Genji there.
Yeah, I understand. I play support. Like, I'm a support player, so I can understand what you're trying to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I have a hero pool of like Lucio, Zen, Brig, but I can scrim at like 3.7, 3.8k as a Baptiste Anna player, so okay, that little rotation that you took, you were out of your line of sight of healers, sorry, you were out of your line of sight for tanks when you decided to go through here. People are taking damage. Just try and avoid that route in general. Try and avoid, if you're already at choke, try and avoid going through here or through here. Just back up through this room here. Since I have a Junkrat and a Sigma, I wouldn't recommend it though. I would just back up through main. But yeah, try not to go into that house because the deaths there actually were your fault. Just based on the fact that you couldn't see people. Most of the time when people die and you can't see them, it's a tank's fault. But the fact that you were the one out of position and not the tanks, that's a bad thing. That's quite bad. But yeah, Anna. Okay, you need to be able to. So obviously, like Winston was low, but he wasn't taking any more damage, so there was no need for the immortality field. You need to use the immortality field like it's an ult, because it basically is an ult. I'm not going to lie. Like, it basically is an ult. It's very strong. So you can't be wasteful with it. Use it to save your life. Make sure, like, if you are to use it, it's definitely saving a life.
Okay. Understandable.
Now we'll need the... if we were 1 second away from an immortality, we could have actually, like, popped the immortality if you didn't use it before. Like we could have completely stopped that whole thing from happening. Yeah, just carry on the corner. Typically, you know what? Good window, but you never want to engage without a Reinhardt there. Like, you have the D.Va stopping damage, But what you want the structure of the team comp to be is Reinhardt at the front. Reinhardt pushes forward. The diva is eating any damage that will take up, like that will kill Reinhardt. It's eating any damage that will damage the Reinhardt shield, so Reinhardt can push further. You don't want to be pushing with just the diva in front of you. You always need to wait until your main tank pushes. So all the main tanks are like what, Reinhardt or Orisa or um, even Wrecking Ball and Win. You need to make sure they're pushing before you push as a support. You always want to try and be the last man in, or one of the last men in. It changes depending on who you are. That's very unlucky.
Yeah, that was so unlucky.
This is winnable though. You should win this. Come on, Reinhardt. Nice,
Then I
nice.
went Mercy.
um, I know I sound like a broken record, but now Lucio Mercy is not strong enough heals. I'm not going to lie. The Baptiste pick, now that we have a Reinhardt, is the better pick.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, now that we have a I can easily type something up for you just so you can know like the different support partnerships and there's partnerships with the tank. I'll explain it now. Actually, no, I'll save time. I won't explain it now. I will just type that up for you later on Instagram or something, okay? And
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
that will help you know what they are and what their roles are in a team. Baptiste is very easy to heal Reinhardt and Baptiste because you just stand behind him and right click him, you know? Whereas now,
Yeah.
Mercy, the heals are very, very gradual, very, very slow. And Mercy is viable, but not viable here because we have a Lucio. And Lucio Mercy, the heals aren't great. You don't want to have Lucio, Mercy, Zen, or Brig together. Typically, Lucio Brig can be very strong, and Mercy Zen can be very strong, but like, and also Brig Zen can also be quite strong. But like, in generally, when you have a Reinhardt, you do not want low heals because Reinhardt takes the most damage, more damage than like, you know, maybe not Ball or Monkey, but like he's definitely top 3 in terms of people that take damage. So
Okay.
you shouldn't make this Mercy switch. I mean, I can see it. If Bastion sets up on Car and you damage boost Bastion, you never want to be damage boosting a Reinhardt unless maybe he fire strikes. But Reinhardt does enough damage. Right here, you want to be damage boosting a hit scan, which is your Bastion. I guess you can damage boost the Genji and follow him with an ult, but like just hard pocket. Surprisingly, Mercy actually gets the most value from her damage boost and not her healing, and that's why this isn't great. There are better healers, so damage boost is actually better than healing, if that makes sense. And that's why when you see high level Overwatch League gameplay, the Mercies are always on the Ashes or the, like, if they were to run Bastion, they would always be on the Bastion. The Mercies would always be on the Pharah or the Echo. Like, they're always hard pocketing one person because they get value from the damage. But that's only because, like, higher level, like, really good Baptiste, really good Annas, really good Moiras can heal a whole team without the other healer needing to help.
Yeah.
Mercy, Lucio, and Zen's job are to heal the squishy teammates, so like the other DPS, the other supports. Whereas Anna, Baptiste, Moira, like the really strong healers, just heal the tanks and keep the tanks up for as long as possible whilst the DPS pop off with the sustain that they're getting. But yeah, the reason why Mercy isn't the greatest shout is because, you know what I just said with the blue beam? Like, blue beam is the best, but now you're gonna be forced in a situation where you actually have yellow beam. You have to yellow beam because Lucio cannot do enough heals to heal everyone. But yeah. You know what? Those are good ults to commit. This is a winnable fight. This is really winnable. Your team played that really well. You didn't need to pop ult there.
Didn't need to.
If we're 2 or 1, no, like if we're 2 or 3 kills up on the feed, you don't need to commit any more ults. It's best to just save it for the next fight. Like you want to go into every fight with as many ults as possible. Not to use every ult in a fight, but if we had to have 6 ults, then that's pretty much the next 3 fights won. Because if we had to combine 2 ults every single time, then let's just then we'll probably win. We'll probably win if we were to pop ults early and get picked early. Then we'll probably win the fight if we pop 2 of each at once. So you don't wanna be popping ults towards the end of a team fight unless the game's about to end and you're losing the fight or whatever. But yeah, like
Okay.
since we won the fight, you shouldn't pop an ult. The good thing about me recording this, I'll probably post it on my YouTube channel. So like, you can always look back at this and you'll always be able to see the advice that I'm giving you. Because I'm giving you a lot of advice. Like most people will forget 80% of it. But the fact that you allowed me to record this, hopefully it's recording properly and everything's good. I'll let you know about that. But
No problem.
oh, please don't die. Also, I was going to say, keep your hero pool smaller. Choose your favorite character. You say Zen.
Zen.
Yeah. So if we're to use like high level terminology, Zen's a flex support, right?
Yeah.
And flex supports are typically the supports that actually deal the most heals. So Zen players will just stick to Zen, Anna, Baptiste, and Moira, because typically their roles are all the same. They don't need to keep learning. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. Zen, your positioning with Zen will be very, very similar to your positioning on Anna. Baptiste is slightly different, but like, if you were to just learn how to play those 4 heroes and completely ignore Lucio, Mercy, Brig, if you were to completely ignore those, it would be a lot better. You'll improve at a faster rate than if you were to try and learn everyone. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, like, Mercy, mechanically, Mercy is actually quite difficult to play. Like, if you were to look at a top 500 Mercy player, they'll be flying about the place. And I can tell. Do you play a lot of Mercy?
No.
I
I
can,
play. You could tell.
I can tell. Not based on your priority. Like sometimes you're damage boosting the wrong heroes, but like healing's pretty simple. Like if they're not full health, like heal them up, right? But I can tell solely based on your movement. Like you don't know how to super jump and you don't know how to do little mechanical, um, little mechanical things. So like, yeah, try and switch less.
I
You'll learn at a
play
faster
Zen,
rate.
Baptiste, and Ana.
Yeah, literally. That's the standard like flex support hero pool. You should be going for a res. You should be going for a res. Oh, res. Ah, the fight's winnable. The fight's really winnable. If you res someone, you probably win. That's really unfortunate. You just need to remember, but again, that's based on don't damage boost someone that's critical either. This is solely based on the fact that you don't play a lot of Mercy. Like your knowledge isn't there. Like I can tell that your knowledge is somewhat there for Anna. Your knowledge is somewhat there for Baptiste as well. Like your Anna gameplay was probably the best. But you said that you were a Zen player, which makes sense. Zen and Anna are very, very similar in terms of
If I
positioning.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Um, I don't have. Fuck. If there's a way I could show you my Zen gameplay, that'd
Oh
be
my
pretty good.
god. Sorry, I'm not saying oh my god to what you said. It's just the thing that I said about it crashing is happening right now.
Oh,
But
oh no.
sorry, what were you saying about
I wish there was a way I could show you my Zenyatta gameplay because because like I want you to see how I play Zenyatta because I don't play Zenyatta once this game.
Yeah, I know. That would be it would be helpful to be honest. But
How much time do we have? How much time do we have? Would you say?
how long ago did we start? I think we started.
7.
Hmm. Did we actually start the session at 7? Because I'm not gonna count the time that it took for the cash app and stuff like that.
Pretty sure we started like 7:10.
7:10. So we have like 20 minutes. Do you wanna? I don't know. Do you want to play like a quick play game on Zen real quick and have me spectate or something? I don't know. It's
I
very
can I
very
can stream
hard
the
to.
game.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, no
Perfect.
problem. We'll do that.
We'll do that. Yeah.
Okay.